Hi guys, it's Miss DuPont. I'm not sure how this is going to go, and I may have to do a couple of small videos because all of a sudden now my webcam isn't working to take videos on my laptop. So not only do I have a flooded basement waiting for them to come and clean it, I'm also now trying to figure out why my webcam on my computer will not do videos. With that being said, I miss everybody. Thank God for the beautiful weather outside. Some of you I got to see last week and this week on Zoom meetings. I'm loving the pictures on Dojo and through email because I live alone with my son. I've told you guys that before, and it gets kind of lonely. I'm also trying to distract myself from my dogs making me lose my mind. So very, very excited to see. We got some good things coming up. Mrs. Clegg and I are putting together a virtual Special Olympics because I usually help Mrs. Patine run the Special Olympics, but we're not going to be able to have it this year. So we're going to try with the other teachers and therapists, and we're going to try and make a virtual Special Olympics for you guys at home. And you can video or send us pictures of some of the activities that you choose to do so we can make a nice slideshow. So anyway, here we go. Here's what I got planned for today. Like I said, bear with me. I am so sorry. I decided, because it was spring, that to make some flowers. This activity has so much going on, but we'll do it a little bit at a time. So what I've used for this, obviously I went out and picked leaves out of my front garden bed there. I've used different things. Legos I used for stamping for one of the stems. If you don't have a Lego or don't want to stamp, I crayon colored. Remember, use a good pencil grasp the best you can, whether it's this way, just not this way, okay? I actually saved a variety of different bottles. Oh, I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. I also, for one of the stems, I used a pom-pom, and I did it that way. Whatever you have at home. We're focusing on the pencil grasp. For those of us that are still working on pre-writing shapes, straight lines, you can do squiggly lines, whatever you want. So here we go. So I got a little carried away when I first started doing this morning. I had to try every bottle in my house to see what it would look like when I made a flower. So here I have all these different practice flowers, practice stems. And so I only had a limited amount of paint, which again then worked out in my favor as an OT because I had to mix paint. So I did the yellow and blue makes green. You can do the red and blue makes purple. I had some blue craft paints from something I must have done before. So I started collecting all these different bottles to see which one would make, just make interesting flowers. So whatever you got at home, whatever you can pull out of you or your neighbor's recycling bin, have at it. So I started with a stem here, and then I just went nuts. And I just started stamping away. So this bottle has just little lines around the edge. So you see if I can make this one happen. I think my paint's drying. It's like every time I try to start something, the phone rings. So the cleaning people for the basement, my stepmother is now been admitted to the hospital with COVID, so her guardian just called, and so it's always something. So here I am. I'm going to stamp my first bottle. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. My paint just keeps drying out. All right. All right, so I got some little polka dotty ring there. And then I think this bottle was one of my favorites. So I kind of ended up mixing my red and blue together. So now I just keep adding. This little cup here came out perfect for the middle. So it just makes a little ring. Oh, that paint's dry. No wonder why. All right. So it just makes a little ring inside. But it's fun because you just get to see what each one of your bottles can do. I have this bottle also, which makes some nice rings also. But just have fun with it. Have fun. So, once you've got your flowers done, I went outside and picked some leaves for the petals, not the petals, the stems and stuff. So that was fun. I got these from my irises, that from my hosta, and this is a ground covering that grows in my front yard. I don't know what it is. As far as what's going on in the middle, this one I had a button. I've just put a big button in there. You can do rice. You can do sunflower seeds. Again, pincer grasp. So one of the things that I wanted to show you for my older friends that have what we call in-hand manipulation skills on their IEPs. We don't think about it when we do it because we do it as adults all the time. So I have some buttons here on my, I'm trying to make this so you can see here. I have some buttons on the table here, and I've got them lined up. For our little friends, just one at a time. Put them on, whether you use rice, sunflower seeds, buttons. I got some pony beads. What we want to do is we want to see our pre-K friends use the power and the precision side. So this here is the precision side. This is where you're going to pick up all your little objects. This is your power side. It gives you that stability when you're banging a hammer and, you know, that grip so you can really use power. So pincer grasp, if you pick up, and then you're going to have the kids translate it into their hand. So they're holding it with their power side. So we're going to pick up and put it in your hand, and pick up and put it in your hand. And then when it's time to put them on the flower, they can usually hold like 3 in their hands. We're going to do moving it to your fingertips and putting it down. And then just move it to your fingertips. This is a hard angle to do it, but so that will help with our friends that have the in-hand manipulation skills goals that are a little bit hard to explain. So actually having a video isn't such a bad thing. So have fun with your flowers. And kids, remember it's Mother's Day this weekend. So make them extra nice for mom. Okay, bye guys.